Let's insulate my trailer. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing you've probably watched a few of them and you might be tackling a similar project yourself. This is an enclosed trailer that I'm going to use to haul my side-by-side and camp out of. This is the insulation I'm using. This is a John Mansville 1-inch polyiso. This is for the walls. This stuff's like R6 per inch. I'm gonna use 1.5 inches on the ceiling. It's a different brand because I had to go to 2 stores to get the 2 different thicknesses. It's just what my trailer accommodates. You know, it seems like people get real crazy about foil in, foil out. Seems to me, I'm trying to keep the heat out in the summer. So black trailer, I'm gonna put the foil out. I'm not sure it matters. If you were to do this one way or the other, if you were to use pink, blue, white, yellow foam, whatever it is, R6, R9, I would like to see some studies and see how much of a difference it makes. I'm just cutting my insulation on my table saw here. This is just a little DeWalt job site table saw. It's on a cart. So, oh, hey, it does. It's got locking wheels. Let's do that so it doesn't roll around on us. I was cutting on my big saw stop cabinet saw, but I found out the hard way. Foil back on the foam will trip the saw stop. If you're not familiar with a saw stop, it completes an electric current. It drops the blade down into the saw so you don't cut your fingers off. It's in thousandths of a second. It's amazing. This is the 3rd one I've tripped. I did 1 with treated lumber and now 2 with the foil. There's a little hokey pokey to override the system. I kept doing it and then I just forgot once and sent it through. So if you've got a saw stop, maybe you're smarter than me, or use a different saw. You can use a knife too. A lot of guys do that. I'm not sure it matters too much. This is super quick and easy. Makes a little bit of a mess, but that's what a workshop's for. It took about 10 minutes. If you're wondering what kind of time you got into this, I'd say the entire thing you could get done no problem in half a day. Provided you don't get crazy with it. You know, I've seen guys making templates and scribe and stuff and trying to get it just perfect. If that's your thing, knock yourself out. I want to get on to the next project. So what I do is I took about 6 bays right there. I picked the smallest measurement. They were all within 1/8 of an inch, maybe a 1/16. They're pretty close. No adhesive needed. The spray foaming all the way around the perimeter, taping over the seams, all that. God bless you if that's your thing. It's not for me. I'd rather blow and go and get out of here. I want to go camping and have some fun with the trailer, so that's what we're going to do. I've got 5 more pieces to put on the wall, and then we'll get started on this. So I've got this ground screw and this light here. I want to make sure that we don't, there's still cut out from the manufacturer. I want to be sure that we don't push this out. So I'm going to cut out the insulation and make a notch here. These wires will be fine, but that way we don't pop the light out. Got to take down these dome lights. These are the ones that work when it's hooked to the truck. Cargo lights, I guess you could call them. You guys don't have to stick around for this. I'll come back for you when I'm done. This spring is hung on this rear bulkhead, and because there's this big 2x4, I'll call it here, there is no ceiling joist up against it. So when I run through, I think the nailers will cantilever through to it just fine. But this spring is kind of low. In fact, I think between the rollers, between the drums, I can get this 1.5 inch foam in. But out here on the ends, I don't even know if the 1 inch will fit. We'll figure it out. We've done more with less. Well, I'm pretty well done, and you guys are going to run out of battery. Before that happens, we could take a look at this. I guess in summary, super easy. I'm going to screw some rips of plywood down here. Give me some chase for lights, and it will hold the insulation up. That'll be the very next thing to do. Wire up the lights, and we'll put the ceiling in. Stick around. Like I say, we'll be putting up the ceiling. We'll figure out what to do with these drums around the springs. I think just leave a void is about all we could do. And I hope you'll come along with us. Thanks.